Hello everyone, this is SQL Depository. I am Saras Pandey and today we will repair the corrupt database using this awesome tool named Stellar Repair for MS SQL. So I have a MDF and a LDF file here inside eData MS SQL. This is AdventureWorks database, and first I'll try to attach this database on my local instance here. Okay, so I'll right click on the database, click on attach, then add, and then I'll have to go to that location. So this is the location. I'll have to select the MDF file, and I'm getting this error message, and the error message says that this .mdf is not a primary database file. So this file is corrupt and I'm not able to attach this file to my local instance. Okay, so now I'm going to use Stellar Repair for MS SQL tool to repair this .mdf file. Okay, so I have already installed it, and you will get the installer link and a few other links related to this tool in the description below. So I'll search for the Stellar tool, and here it is. Let the tool open. It is open now. Okay, so now I can see this window. If you don't see this window, what you can do, you can click on this select database and this window will open. Now I'll have to click on browse and go to the corrupted.mdf file. So here is my corrupted.mdf file. I'll select this and click on repair. It will take some time to repair the corrupted database. It should not take much time though. So let's give it another few seconds, and yeah, it is repaired. Now, as your database is repaired, your MDF is repaired. And now, if you want, you can use the same copy of the MDF and LDF file to attach, to create a new database. It means it will do all the changes in the exactly same copy. But if you don't want to touch the same copy and you want to keep it and you want to create a new database, a new .mdf and .ldf file, which will be the repaired one, then all that you have to do is, once again, you'll have to click on save and then save as MDF, saving option new database. You can use the existing database also. In that case, you'll have to click on live database, but I'm gonna use new database. So it will create a new database for me as it is local instance. So either I can give localhost or give the the instance name, the laptop name, whatever it is. Okay, so now where exactly you want to save the files? So you have the option to use the default SQL location, or you can give a new location. So after selecting new location, you'll have to click on browse, go to the location where you want to save the .mdf and .ldf file. I'll go inside eData and SQL, and then I'll click on OK. Then I'll click on save, and it will take some time, maybe a few minutes. So I'm gonna pause this video, and once the database is saved, I'll resume the video. But before pausing it, let me go ahead and refresh the databases here. Okay, now you can see recovered AdventureWorks DW_data. This is still under process, and it is going, creating the tables and dumping the data inside this database. So right now, this database is accessible, but it is not ready yet. And if I'll go inside data SQL, you can see that .mdf and .ldf files here. And this is the required AdventureWorks database. So now I'm gonna pause this video and I'll resume the video after a few minutes once the database is ready and the recovery process is complete and new database is created. Okay, so the whole process is completed now, and as it says, file saved at the desired path. So all the data has been recovered in this database. And if we'll go back to the tool, we'll click on OK, go to tools, and we have the option here to save the logs. So let me go ahead and save the logs here. So I'm gonna save the logs inside eData MS SQL. Click on save. Let's review the logs together. And as you can see that it has taken the number of records in all tables before starting the repair, and we have the number of records in each table, and then below with each table repair it also tell us that how many records it has recovered so far. I mean, at the end of the repair, how many records it could retain, it could recover from the repair process. So if you'll see that, and if you'll match the record with this number of records, then you can find out that if there is any data loss in the whole process or not. So just for the example, let me take one table, one big table. So let me just take this fact finance table, and we have 39,409 records here. Let's check how many records are recovered, and as you can see the number is same. It has recovered all the records, so there is no data loss. So you have the logs as well, which will tell you what has been recovered and if there is any data loss or not. So this is another good feature in this tool, and as I said, this is an awesome tool to repair the corrupt databases. I'll provide the link to download the database and few links to know more about the databases, so you can go ahead and browse those links and find out more about this tool. Thank you for watching.